Okay, guys, for this lesson, I'm going to talk about how you're going to be able to create what is called a black, white, and color photograph. So you can see here we're starting with a full color picture, and what we're going to do is we're going to be able to um, make this have a combination of some most of it's going to be black and white, but then we're going to have a couple little pieces of it showing in color because that is going to start to draw and pull your attention into those very specific colored areas. So we've got our we have our picture here, and what I'm going to do is I need to um, make a copy of the background layer. So again, I can right click, duplicate layer. So I've got I have a copy and the original. On the copy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this layer black and white. So to do that, I'm going to go up to Image, Adjustments, Black and White, and that's going to strip all of the color out of that layer. Now I'm going to leave all of this as a default. It kind of goes through and does its best guess on what to do with all of these channels of red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and magenta, right? So it's going to strip all that color out for me and give me the best black and white it can. So I'm going to leave it all alone and say okay. And now if I turn on the eyeball or turn off the eyeball here, you can see I can toggle back and forth from my full color layer to my black and white layer. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to reveal some of the color as it shines through from the bottom layer, right? Because the color one is on the bottom. There's a couple ways you can do this, and I'm going to show you both ways here. So the first way that you can do this is I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm just going to take the eraser tool. So the eraser tool is found over here on the toolbar. It's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tools down, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10th tool down. Okay, and that's the eraser. And now you can play with the brush size if you need to. Again, you can make it really big, or you can make it really small depending on what you need to do. I'm going to say make mine around 10ish. Okay, and the hardness here, the hardness is going to be how hard do you want the edge of that brush. If you want it really hard, so it's going to make very crisp, clean edges to your eraser, you can leave it a hardness as 100. If you want to go very soft and have a very blurry, very soft edge, you turn the hardness percentage down close to 0, and you're going to have a very soft brush. So for my look and my effect right now, I'm going to leave it at 100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically erase the black and white layer here where this little hamster guy is. So I'm just coming in here and I'm literally just clicking and dragging, and I'm being careful, and I'm going to just erase all of the area in here to make this hamster guy pop out. Again, um, I'm trying to be as careful as I can, all right, so I don't get any of the background. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've, just erased this layer. See, I've erased that part of the layer where that guy is on the black and white layer. The second way you can do it is I'm going to do it over on the car here, and you can use a selection. And in this case, I'm going to use the polygonal selection, and I'm going to come through, and all I'm going to do is just make a selection. Now I'm going to go kind of quick for lessons and time's sake, but if you do a really good job at your selection, again, I would go much, much slower than this and make a much nicer selection. There's lots of different selection tools that you can use, right? We've gone over a few, even from our last unit of selective color and Salad Man and all of that. So I've got my selection around the car, and now all I'm going to do is hit the delete key, and you can see I've deleted that entire area out of that selection. So now if I turn this background layer off, you can see the two areas that I've removed the black and white from to reveal that color area. Again, I use the eraser tool, this one right here, on the hamster the wrapping hamster in the middle, and I use the polygonal lasso tool for selecting the car and then hitting the delete key to get rid of that area to show, you know, to show the color information shining through from that bottom layer.